On this episode of Weekly Obsession. We're on the set, we're talking about refeed day. Abs in, only up to neutral. Come on, we have 5 to go.
I could definitely see a difference in my body from day one.
Go! Core is tight, protecting the back.
Your skin looks much better.
I was actually shocked by that.
Like you feel that, how that top part, like that's what you want. We're just compounding the movements now, right?
My core is way more defined than it was before.
We're having fun, that's what counts.
In phase 2, I think it's really gonna be about pushing ourselves to the next level. I'm scared.
Me too.
I just imagine like, okay, I'm gonna feel really good after this is over. So that's what keeps me going.
You see this fat?
That's not fat. Mine does. That's the muscle you're working on.
No, but mine comes all the way up to my love.
Watch.
Just like, yeah.
You see that? It's the muscle you're working. Feel it when I go down. Phase 2, it's gonna require a lot more focus in terms of form and what muscle we're supposed to be working. I mean, it's just gonna challenge us in a whole different way.
Welcome to day 1, phase 2. We are starting with booty today. Left leg goes back. Lift the knee, curtsy, stand tall and press. We're just compounding the movements now, right? So instead of just our hinge, you've added a squat. Phase 1, we're just making sure that people have a real understanding of what the workouts are gonna be like. But once they get a sense of what the overall picture of the program is, we can move into more compound movements. Sweat is magic. Cover yourself in that stuff. We're working more muscles, and the more muscles you work at a time, the more calories you burn, the faster you tone your body up. So that's why as we move into phase 2 and phase 3, you'll start to see these movement patterns get sort of mashed together instead of, okay, first we're doing a squat, now we're doing a hinge. You're gonna do fire hydrants in the bear position, meaning knees off the ground. Knees up, now lift the left knee up high.
Phase 2 fire hydrants are very difficult for me.
Richardson, bring your knees closer to your hands. Move your feet forward, yep.
It feels like I'm holding up so much.
Knees are right under your hips.
It's like my entire body had to work more, my core had to stay more engaged. So yeah, it was harder.
Curl, straighten, and extend, Jazz, lift that leg up, yep.
My back and hip flexor pulls my knee down, especially with the green band on. Do you think I should do a lighter band because my flexibilities work so I can get my leg higher, or just keep my leg lower?
It's not that it has to be crazy high, it's that when you go back from being curled, everybody drops it before they extend it back because it's easier, whereas if you're at 90 and you extend, here, I'm gonna be really inappropriate for a second. Put your hands on my butt. Okay, so from here, you feel that, how that top part, like that's what you want. But if your knee drops, it can't come from there. It comes more from like the middle low.
When I'm here,
Yeah.
I can lift my leg high and hold it high. But then when the band starts pulling my hip flexor, it's like hard to keep my leg up.
Well, definitely go on your forearms, but also if you need to go to a lighter band, because I'd rather you use a lighter band and really focus on the muscle that's supposed to be working and go, okay, I have complete control over where it's working, then I'm fighting it, and I'm sort of in it, but I'm also in my hip.
I'm gonna try to do it with the yellow band, so less resistance, so I can focus more on the muscle that should be working as opposed to using my hip flexor to hold my leg up.
Welcome to Cardio Core Phase 2. Drive it up. Pull it in, drop the heels, lift, down, out. Come on, it's month 2, phase 2. It has to get more challenging.
My quads always get really tired, and I felt that a lot in this cardio.
Jump it.
The workout where we were jumping side and then back up, that was really difficult.
When I make it this hard, I usually walk around and talk about great form. Not this time. I'm in it with you guys on purpose. I want to show you my struggles too.
We had our measurements taken at the end of phase 1.
So have you take off your shoes and your shirt? Get started with your weight.
Get right down to business, don't you? I didn't feel nervous about what the numbers were gonna say because I already felt happy with how focused I've been on working out and the meal plan. But I was interested to see what they were gonna say.
This one's inch smaller?
Yeah.
I wasn't nervous because I had been putting in all the hard work. I've been following, my nutrition. I haven't been slacking. If anything, I was more so excited just because I was really curious.
How are you?
Good. Nervous.
Why so nervous?
Because I hope that something happened here. I always have this fear of being disappointed in myself. And so when I went in there, I was a little nervous, like, oh my gosh, I hope I've lost weight. Oh my gosh, I hope my inches went down.
You're down basically 5 pounds.
And when she said that they did, I was super excited, and they actually went down a lot more than I thought they would.
You can go ahead and step up.
I've lost 7 pounds already, and I was actually shocked by that just because I haven't lost a number like that in a long time. I usually just kind of plateau and kind of stay.
Definitely lost weight, almost like 6 pounds.
So I was really pleased with it. When you look at yourself every day, you don't see the changes that much because they're gradual and over time. I think that I lost almost 3 inches around my waist, and that made me feel really good.
Down all around.
Okay.
So we also took day 30 photos.
My core is way more defined than it was before. I mean, I always had abs, but they're way more chiseled.
Now I am but stronger, so I like that.
I could definitely see a difference in my body from day one. I was surprised at how dramatic it was.
I felt way more confident, and it just excites me because I know that on day 80, I'm gonna be like, where is the camera?
I did the best that I could from day 1 to day 30, so I just trust people when they say I look better and roll with that.
So the first time I saw my day 1 photo, I was like, oh my God. And then when I was taking my day 30 pictures, I felt so much better. I knew that I didn't have that stuff hanging over as much. I knew that my stomach was tighter. When you know that you look better, you feel better.
Protecting the knees, core is tight, protecting the back. You press. Sit up towards your left toe, looking at the weight. We go squat, row, twist, core tight, row. You guys, it might take a second to get this. You might not get it on the first time. When it's your first time learning a workout routine, don't get frustrated. Don't get frustrated with me that I'm moving a little quicker. We have time. You've got 3 more times to try this.
This phase I'm really liking.
Me too.
Except for the cardio. Today's day 30, guys.
That's kind of crazy.
I know.
That did go by fast.
It's crazy.
Has anybody ever worked out 30 days in a row without missing their workout? I mean, I don't think I probably have.
And I've never gone 30 days, I have gone 30 days without drinking, but it's been a minute. And
I think the only time I went 30 days without drinking was when I was pregnant.
The only time I went 30 days without drinking was when my mom was pregnant with me.
Come on, you guys. You are so capable of this. Lower, press and raise. I'm gonna feel this in my inner thighs, in the side of my butt, just a little bit. It all feels like a walk in the park until that slider comes out. Yeah. It's supposed to. So I'm purposely not giving you any rest between the weight and the slider. There's not supposed to be any. Time under tension, that's what I need. That's how long your muscle is under tension for, because that's where you're gonna start to see more growth. So you'll hear me say time under tension. There's several ways to manipulate it. Some of it is with a heavier weight. Some of it is when I scream out, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, because you're more time under tension. Hold it! Stay there. That's also why we do these changes where it's like 2x15s, 3x10s, different orders. We're sort of manipulating how much tension we're under. Jazz, you are all booty, girl.
Am I?
You turn sideways and your waist is gone, and
I
it's
think
like,
it's
bam.
these pants. It's
Is it?
not weight.
no, I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm pretty sure it's your butt.
Okay, cool.
We're on the set. We're talking about Refeed Day, because Refeed Day is going to start next week. You get 1 Refeed Day every 2 weeks, starting in week 6. And Refeed Day is always going to fall the day before leg day, so it'll fall on a different day in phase 3 because the calendar changes. Next Wednesday is your first Refeed Day because leg day is on Thursday. Refeed Day can be intense and it can be really intimidating if somebody's never done it before, so it was important to sit down with the cast and really explain it to them so that they really understand it. Basically, the point of a Refeed Day is when you are at a calorie deficit for a long enough period of time, you start to have certain things happen. You might get a little bit more crabby. You might have a harder time recovering from your workouts. When you're at a calorie deficit for a long enough time, it doesn't mean it's automatically going to happen, but it does happen. So what we do is we have 1 day where you get to refeed your system. It's very scientific. It's not to be confused with a cheat day. Cheat day is sort of a free-for-all where you just eat whatever you want. Refeed day is very specific. The information is all in the guide, so it's not like I was saying anything different than what is already in the guide. but just to like reassure them and make sure we're all on the same page and that everybody felt comfortable with the refeed day. And it's just for one day, for 24 hours. The reason we're doing it before leg day is because your body has enough time to take up all those nutrients so that on leg day, you come in, you're feeling really good, really energized, and your body can use all of the sugar, because carbohydrates, sugar, glycogen. We're basically replenishing the glycogen stores that are getting tapped out from being at a deficit.
When we all first heard Refeed Day, we thought cheat day. But that's not really what this program's about. Like, it is 80 days of being totally obsessed with your health. It is very intentional, like what we can have. It's still time nutrition.
If it's not on this supplemental yellow list, you don't have it, right? If we wanted it to be a free-for-all and you just go down the cake aisle at the grocery store, I would have just said that. There's a list for a reason. Stick to it. I'm giving you chocolate chip cookies. I'm giving you brownies.
I'm glad I know what I'm supposed to eat and what I'm not, because I don't want to ruin all the hard work that I've put in so far.
I'm on Plan F and I'm on maintenance.
So
Now,
the
can I
difference-
skip refeed day if I want to stay where I'm at, or what do you think?
I would love for you to do refeed day just so that you're following to a T with us.
I wasn't gonna do it until I asked Autumn, and she was just like, no, you should follow it to a T, because you don't necessarily know what's happening with your body until you do it.
If you're already eating in maintenance, you can still do a refeed day.
I knew that it was a day that I could eat more food, which I'm super excited about.
If you're gonna go crazy and be like, I had cookies, I had brownies, you're probably gonna crash pretty hard. It is a sugar spike. You haven't had dirty sugar in 30-something days. So just find the balance of the how much crap. You wanna think about what food you're gonna eat for refeed day, what you might need to shop for, what you might need to bake ahead of time and that sort of thing. So talking about it a few days early makes sense. Make sure you prep your food, bake those cookies the night before so that on Wednesday you're ready to go and you're not going, oh my God, what do I eat? Really be on top of it. Being prepared is not half the battle, it is the battle. That's a wrap. Yay!
That's a wrap.
It's like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I just smell this strong fish smell. I don't want to touch his food, but it smells horrible.
Is it warmed up sardines?
Yeah. Oh. With oatmeal.
He's so gross. Why does he eat that?
Disgusting.
I think the smell and taste of sardine is exquisite.
The sardines just are what do it.
No, honestly, oatmeal with zucchini is also really strange. And I just think about canned sardines mixed with oatmeal heated up, and it just makes me sick to my stomach.
We're keeping tension on the muscle for a longer period of time. That's what we need, time under tension. But I have to do it with proper form. I don't want to burn out on the first exercise. You can feel those obliques fire. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your abs.
The tricep kickback into push-up combo is my favorite. And I feel like I can go a little bit heavier, and I feel like I want to build so much more muscle now, so then I'm kind of like really pushing it.
My range of motion is not a lot.
I end up modifying the push-ups because at that point, my shoulders were so burnt out that my range of motion was completely depleted.
Week 1, just because it's phase 2, doesn't mean it shouldn't feel just like a brand new program. Along with all of the frustration that comes with it, all of the wobbling, the falling, the wondering what the heck I'm talking about, all of that is part of week 1, whether it's phase 1, 2, or 3. It gets easier, you get stronger, you become familiar with this stuff. So just embrace the struggle while it's happening.
Now that I'm in week 5, you know, I've made some progress. I feel strong. I feel more confident. I feel comfortable wearing and showing my midriff and wearing outfits like this. But when I was wearing it in week 2, I was definitely not comfortable. I was like kicking over water bottles, stumbling over things. I was basically a disaster. So it's interesting and fun and exciting to see such a progression in such a short amount of weeks just for me.
There you go. Welcome to the end of week 1, phase 2. We are doing cardio float. We're having fun, that's what counts. Did you ever imagine you were gonna have such a buff upper body from a program that focuses on your butt and your abs? Go! Come on, dig deeper. You've got it. What else do you have left in you? Use it on every exercise.
The beginning of phase 2, you know, we're adding in all these compound movements, and I actually loved it. Every day I was like, oh, this is my new favorite workout. No, this is my new favorite workout. Because you really have to focus, and you're like concentrating on exactly what you're doing. It takes more coordination, but I felt like that helped me engage my core more. It made the workouts go by faster, and at the end, I felt like sort of challenged from head to toe. In! Very nice.
You know one thing I've noticed though from the girls and everyone, you too, y'all, your skin looks much better.
Thanks, I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, that's what people, like the feedback that I've been getting when I see people that I haven't seen in a long time. They say, wow, you look great. And then they're like, gosh, your skin looks amazing. The reason why I think that people are saying that I look good and my skin looks great is because I'm eating such a healthier diet. I'm really not eating any processed foods at all. I'm eating a lot more vegetables and I'm drinking a hell of a lot of water.
I would say that my skin is looking the best it's ever been. It really has cleared up, and it's nice for someone to notice, and like I'm noticing too. I've had other friends like outside of this program tell me, like I was in class the other night and someone was like, yeah, your face is like glowing, and I was like, thank you.
I must have been dehydrated for my whole life, because when I woke up this morning, though, I looked like I had lip injections. Like my lips were like I was like, whoa, why are my lips so juicy today?
Because you're drinking water.
So that's week 5, start of phase 2. Background cast is having killer results this far. It's not too late for you to join us. If you want to do 80-Day Obsession, head over to Beachbody On Demand and sign up today.